actually, he called, you know?
Yeah, right.
Like yesterday. Oh my gosh, how awesome was that?
So this last summer we moved from Denver to Bozeman, and a lot of people thought that was all Willi's doing. You know, he has all these friends in Bozeman and hunting buddies, and but it really was a joint decision. And my friends, to this day, they think that Willi dragged me by my hair to Bozeman. And
the funny thing is that there's a lot of people back in Colorado who think that I dragged Sherry here, kicking and screaming, digging her heels in and just, but no, she actually called my bluff. We actually were up here touring schools with the kids, and I'd visited up here a fair number of times before, and we were all together. We were actually up here for Barrett Hagen's wedding and just kind of getting in the moment, and I just asked, who thinks that they could live up here? And Sherry looked around, and it's everything you'd need, but maybe not some of the conveniences. And we all joked around, and we drove around a little bit the next couple of days because we were up here, and a little while later says, you know, I think we should really consider it. And I was like, And all of a sudden I was like, wow, she almost, I wouldn't say wanted it more than I did, but she really fell in love with it, and just everything that it provides, the walking trails, the lack of congestion and traffic, the views here are just absolutely spectacular. And we didn't go and, you know, look at 6 or 8 different cities outside of Denver to figure out where we move. We just fell in love with this, and she almost ended, at the end of the day, almost dragged me to get up here. Calling my bluff was the best thing that could have happened to us.
But we're really finding now that we're settled that we're relaxed, we're making friends. You know, my real close friend said, Sherry, there's good friends everywhere. I was so worried about making friends, and I'm not worried about Willi making friends because he can walk in anywhere and make a friend. But we love it here. We love Bozeman. The lifestyle is slower. We feel it in our blood pressure. Not that it was ever high, but we do feel a change. We're outdoors more. We are walking the dogs more. We are just enjoying Bozeman and everything it has to offer. So it's been a good move. So yeah, as a couple, I think we did a pretty darn good job doing it right and doing it while we're young.
The Montana wall tent turkey hunt has become a springtime tradition. It started after Jason Matzinger and Tim Ensley hunted together about 8 years ago. The following year, they decided it would be fun to incorporate a bunch of other folks, and the hunt has taken place every year since. Although the cast of characters varies each year, based on people's schedules, the core has pretty much remained the same. This is a fun, relaxing hunt with a ton of camaraderie, storytelling around the campfire, shed hunting, and generally catching up with everyone. Everyone partners up and prepares a dinner for the group, generally a wild game dish, and it's always fun to see what people bring. Sherry has heard the stories of this hunt for so many years, and now with us living in Montana and the kids out of the house, she was able to come. She already knew quite a few of the people in the group, and it was great for her to reconnect as well as meet several new people. It was really great to get to show her around and experience the hunt together. Regardless of the success of the hunt, it was going to be a great time spent with great people in the Missouri Breaks of Montana. Day one, turkey camp. I think we'll figure out who's gonna hunt with who. What we've typically done is kind of rotate the days, so maybe I'll hunt with Jason today and then maybe hunt with Greg tomorrow and see how it goes. But we've learned it's certainly not your traditional turkey hunt because it's a little more spot and stock. Catch them out moving, try to cut them off and get in front of them, not roosting them, a lot of times not even calling them except to locate them, and not much decoy action. They aren't coming really so much to the decoys. So
Motivational.
we'll see what's changed this year. There seems to be a little more farming activity, but we're here midweek, so the weekend warriors shouldn't be around, and we'll see if we can have some of the same success that we had last year, both on the sheds and the turkeys.
And in distress, please.
No, the roost. Go find some turkeys.
This segment is brought to you by Siberian Coolers. Be the alpha, own the alpha. And somebody could go low like old camp, and somebody could go that way and then cover even north of the road a little bit, just
Old Tom Tucker Flats.
Yeah.
And all that.
and where Jana killed her bird
Yeah.
first year in that area. Might make some sense to do that this morning just because we had,
Yeah. Because we haven't even seen a bird.
and the weather's perfect right now.
It is. Yeah.
We
It's
can
nice
go
and
this
calm.
down this way.
So yeah, let's do that. Let's just split up and
Okay.
see if we can find the birds. You just want
Okay.
to go relive your glory days, don't you?
I'm
Don't
gonna go to
look
the
in
spot.
more than one draw
Let's
than
go
where
to the
you and
shed
Willie
spot.
killed your birds. Okay.
No, I'm driving to that draw. We're gonna
Don't
check
just
it out.
sit there and call. Okay.
Nope, no beard. Just a lonesome hen. Which it's our first turkey we've seen even with all our driving and stuff last night, so in theory, if there's a hen, there's gonna be some toms around, but we've been 5 minutes into the morning drive, so see what else we can see. It's good to see one out in the open. It's kinda where you'd expect to see one. Passed a little Jeep Cherokee coming in this way and wasn't here last night. And got up here to call and opened the car door and thought I heard a gobble, came down here, struck him, and then I heard another yelp, and so it is a hunter. Downside of public land hunting is he beat us to the punch.
150 yards away and sounded off immediately. Now as we've gotten closer, he shut up. Hey! Got a dead turkey. It's not just Camp B-roll again.
Nice. There's 2 other Jakes with
yep.
it.
How nice.
Sweet. That's awesome. 20 gauge.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How far a shot? Oh,
No
right
kidding.
there then.
Sweet.
Nice.
He was all out doing his thing.
Oh, he
He
was?
was being tough, yeah.
Oh,
And then
nice.
you'd call, and then all 3 of them would gobble back at the same time. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Talking over each other, that's sweet.
This segment is brought to you by the finest quality knives and complete game processing sets to do it yourself and save from Outdoor Edge. Night Eyes gear makes every adventure easier, safer, and more fun. Night Eyes is life's adventure kit. In past years, the middle part of the day's been filled up by shed hunting, prairie bowling, sitting around talking, and certainly a few naps. This year, Jason, Greg, and I all brought some golf clubs and made up a round of prairie golf. We had a blast walking the hills and making up golf holes on a course we named the Bearded Hen.
That was all the wind. Sit.
Do I need like a parka? Okay, because I'm hot right now.
Nope, you're fine.
Okay,
All right.
it'll be a campfire story.
Mm-hmm.
Times. Do they walk all day long, or do they like stop and take a nap and then go back out?
With temperature like this, they're probably active most of the day. When it does get hot, sometimes you'll see turkeys laid down under trees and whatnot. Come on, baby. We don't even know if there's a tom over here, but when you see a turkey this time of year, you gotta go give it a chance. We saw at least one, maybe more turkeys just on the edge of this tree line that have worked back into the trees. Don't know if it was a gobbler or not, but when you see a turkey, we're gonna go see if we can get a response with a gobble, and if not, see if we can see him to see if there's a gobble in there and intercept him. So, didn't hear anything, but we saw him. Let's go. I think my guess is she was by herself. We never heard a gobble. We only saw the one to start, and she wandered off and didn't act interested at all, and we didn't see anything else. So I think we head back to the truck and spend the next hour and a half going and trying to get a gobble or see a gobbler.
Rolling down those sand dunes.
Yeah.
This segment is brought to you by Fox Pro and their new Buck Pro electronic deer call.
Are you trying to pull him from there and spin him around?
Are you gonna push, like, lean him back?
It's okay.
Yesterday and everything, we didn't even hear a gobble. And right off the bat this morning, had 2 gobblers going off. Worked up a few hundred yards, called, and they were to the right of where I thought they were. Made one more call, and all of a sudden they were in the bottom, and just didn't feel like we were set up in a good spot. Tried to back up a little bit, and they caught our movement and took off. He responded right away. Let's try to make it up to those 2 pines, okay? There he is. Yeah, don't move. Keep going. 2 of them, not one. You want him? Sherry, he's on the left. By that tall post. He's right there. Kill him. Got him. Holy cow. Flopping right there. Oh my gosh.
That was crazy.
How awesome was that? Holy smokes. And you were with me. How awesome was that? Oh, sweetheart. Oh.
Great.
That's
Insane.
Well, the funny thing is that this terrain, we saw him out there and he was all strutted up and he called, and all of a sudden we were pinned down and out in the middle of nowhere. And we lost sight of him, and all of a sudden I saw him off to the left. Periscope up, and I got a little nervous, but he couldn't find a hen. That was awesome, huh?
So cool.
We didn't even need to use the decoy or anything.
Do they come at you?
But you can see, like, they're almost like a dinosaur.
It really is. Look how sharp that one is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was, yeah. It would have been cool to see it all fanned up, puffed up.
Pretty cool.
I don't know my turkey talk.
You're learning.
I know.
Trial by fire in this group.
I'm so thankful for these friendships and the opportunity to share this camp together every year. Having Sherry there, hunting with her, and having her by my side when I killed my turkey was just icing on the cake.
We really were going to go. What's that?
These are kind of tough evening birds.
I've said evening hunts to me are kind of